What's the hardest match in football? You could argue against Pep's Barca team in 09, 2010. You could argue against Liverpool in the 80s, Man United in the 90s. But the hardest match of all time is when City have dropped points earlier in the day and Liverpool are playing a team 20th in the league with a chance to go top. Now, on paper, you would think, grand, done deal. But it's never a done deal. So you'd be forgiven for being a little bit, As it turns out, Liverpool are top of the league.
6 games.
Doesn't matter. They're top of the league. On Monday, 30th of September, 2024, Arne Slot's Liverpool are top of the league. And I'm going to talk all about it. It was a shit game, let's face it. But there was a few real standout moments. I will say beforehand, I did actually do a watch along for this one. I mean, it couldn't have been lower quality. But thank you very much to everyone who showed up. I'll throw in some goal reactions later in the video. Secondly, right before I start, I got a copyright strike last week on the Bournemouth game. So it's strike 1 of 3, and if I get 3, the channel's deleted. So I'm very nervous about putting clips in. I had to go to copyright school. You believe that? I mean, I say school, it's really 4 multiple choice copyright related questions, but I nailed it. So, so what does that mean for the channel? It means that the videos are going to take a big hit in views. According to Reddit, which as we know you can take to the bank. Yeah, YouTube say they don't limit the views when you have a copyright strike, but they do. They know what they're doing. So now more than ever, I need you. I hate even doing this. I need you to go ahead and hit that subscribe or hit that bell thing. I mean, forget about the bell thing. No one uses that. Well, if you do, thank you. Anyway, first half, shite. And it looked like as it was getting to halftime that it was going to be one of those, like, oh, it's going to get to 70, 75 minutes here and it's going to be low block. We're going to be trying, and it's just, you know, had visions of all this going into my head until Ebu steps up. Big EEBS. So let's talk about this goal. You know what I like about it as well? I can't bloody show it, but what I like about it is Gravenberch is looking one way and he thinks, nope, I'm going to completely turn around this way. Jota, there you are, mate. Jota with a brilliant dash. I actually thought it was Robertson at first. Crosses it in. Big Ebu, what's he doing there? Doesn't matter. Clean header of the ball. And it's 1-0. All right, coming in. Go on. Ebu! Garden! Oh my god, another goal from Ebu. Garden! Fucking Garden. I tell you, Wolves wouldn't have liked that at all now. Bit of a smash and grab. Oh, I love a smash and grab before halftime. Because then I'm like, now you're going to have to actually play us. So where does it rank? On the patented fucking yes scale. All right. You got Gravenberch involved, of course. Jota just being so sharp and quick and running down the line, whipping the ball in. Great cross. And Big EEBS. It's ratting better than seeing a big man just coming in and be like, get the fuck. Now, I'm going to have to take some marks off because the fucking keeper, who was rattled all day, I'm going to have to take some marks off because the keeper got a hand to it. But fucking yes scale, that's a 7. Second half starts and we concede another very sloppy goal. And Big EEBS is the man responsible. As Slot kindly said, let's just say it was avoidable. I mean, just a mix-up of communication. I tell you, what I didn't like more than the goal was Ebu and Allison kind of having a go at each other. Then when I actually looked at it again, I'm like, all right, they're not. Allison's just been like, Allison's every right to say, what are you doing, mate? So fine, they've got their goal. Enjoy it. It'll be your last. And you know what I like about Konate after being directly responsible for that goal? Is that he didn't shy away at all the rest of the game. If anything, he came out more and was more authoritative on the game. I mean, he should have got man of the match. So Gravenberch, what the fuck is it? Is it Gravenberch or Gravenberch? Please. Konate has been given the task of passing the man of the match award to Gravenberch, and Konate just goes off. I just fucking love it.
Ebu, would you like to present the player of the match award? I know you're doing it unfortunately.
Who decided who is the man of the match? How is this possible? How this was okay? It's my brother. I have to give to him. Milan I score. Today I score. I say 1 or 2 balls. I did that. No. What happened? I know. You know. You have to talk with them. I don't know who decided. The patient with the yeah, no. Thank you. Gary, no. Thank you, Gary.
Obviously he's still smarting after learning that his pace is down 1 on the new FC 25 rankings.
Should be higher, but it's nice.
75.
75, mate.
No.
How was the last year?
That's not great. What was
Last
the
year?
pace last year? Bro, you're getting older.
Move your legs, Ibu!
But what? A minute later, we get a penalty. Stonewall. Jota bags himself a second assist from being from being assaulted. And Salah squares up. And he does what kings do. Sends the keeper the wrong way. The thing about Salah and penalties is like, he goes for power. But like, I'm thinking, shit, the keeper gets the right way there. I mean, that's a pretty easy save. I don't know why. Salah's got a very good conversion rate. I don't know why I feel so nervous when he's taking a penalty over, say, a McAllister. Or even a Trent, maybe. I feel like Salah doesn't quite know exactly where the ball is going to end up. Do you know what I mean? Like, he goes for power, which I love, and he's certainly gotten himself out of a few jams by the sheer power of a penalty. But I mean, he's a good penalty taker. Like, he's a fucking brilliant player and a brilliant penalty taker. I just still like when Milner was taking penalties, that you're just like, watch this. With Salah, I'm like, go on, Mo. Come on, Mo. You fucking beauty. But he did his job. Fucking get in. Fucking yes, Scale. That's a 7 as well. You know what? And then I was like, all right, now we've unlocked satiated Salah. Post-goal clarity Salah. Who's seeing things for the first time. Like, oh, I'm not clouded by my lust for goals. That's really what it is. I mean, some players love scoring goals. Salah lusts for goals. Sounded a bit weird now, actually. A word on some standout players. I mean, like, the match was kind of a bit scrappy. Wolves had it for a bit. We did very well. Konate and Van Dijk did brilliantly. McAllister did great. And Gravenberch again. I mean, like, he's been our player of the season. Like, it's funny that, like, the whole of midfield position was supposed to be our big weak spot. And if anything, it's our strongest asset now because he's so goddamn good. How good, you ask? Here's a stat from Opta Joe. Saturday, Ryan Gravenberch was the first Premier League midfielder to contest more than 5 duels in a match with 100% success, 8. Made 3+ tackles with 100% success, 3. And made 50+ passes with 90% accuracy. Since Sandro for Spurs. Kind of takes the sheen off it, doesn't it? So basically, he's class, is what they're saying, and I'm so glad because, like, I'm not gonna put up a compilation because I think that's what nabbed me before. Well, last season when we had that, like, midfield transplant, I was like, okay, for 6 weeks, oh, Sobo's the best player in the world, eh? Then it moved on. Oh, McAllister, he's been the signing of the summer. Then Endo had a couple of months where it's like, fucking Wataru Endo, man, how fucking good is he? And Gravenberch was always kind of like the one just left behind a little bit last season. He just didn't quite fit in. He didn't quite get a good run. And I was like, oh, I tell you, people were saying, hey, 3 out of 4 is not bad. Now he's having possibly the biggest moment of all. Him and McAllister in that holding role are just so good, a joy to watch. They're just both so good on the ball. They're so good with control, spotting the pass. Like, they've got vision as well. Like, it's not like I don't think Zubimendi could do half the shit that they're doing, if you're asking me. I mean, when you look at it on paper, I mean, when you watch the match, you're like, all right, bad game. But on paper, it is probably our most important win of the season because we've done the slot ball kind of victories. We've done the comeback wins. We've done the clean sheet, control of the game wins. We haven't done a grind out, ugly ass win, which is something that's absolutely critical if you want to be champions, which we do. Oh, just imagine, forget it. I'm not even gonna. Although I will say, I mean, just some of the stuff that Gravenberch was doing, some of the stuff that Big Gak was doing when he came on. Like, everyone is so fucking impressive. Like, we've got the best goalkeeper in all the land. We've got the best right back. We've got the 2 best centre backs. We've got the best defensive midfielder to ever exist. We've got 6 attacking players who are just sharing goals and assists all among them. None of them seem to be having a bad run of form or anything like that. And the thing about this as well is the power of momentum. I mean, like, just ask Leicester in 2015 or whenever it was. Like, we draw this game and all of a sudden it's like, oh, you know, Liverpool, that same old struggle, can't capitalise, you know, blah, 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 blah. You know, the mentality of us and maybe the players, it changes a bit depending on the results. I feel like it's far easier to win your 13th game in a row than starting fresh after you've lost and drawed and now you're trying to get back to winning ways. Like, the power of momentum is a really strong one. It's like, okay, we lost to Forest, boom, we'll win at the San Siro. Boom, 3-0 against Bournemouth. Boom, 5-1 against West Ham. And boom, an ugly ass 2-1 away to Wolves. Fucking yes. So there we are. Liverpool are top of the Premier League. I'm not sure if I'm going to see if I can get a watch along for that. I'll give you plenty of notice here on YouTube, so just check the community notes. But I will definitely be doing a watch along for the Chelsea game in a few weeks, and I'll keep you posted if I'm doing a Palace one, because I really enjoyed the last one, and you know, I was very nervous doing it. I mean, I couldn't figure out the tech at all, but maybe that added to the general madness of it. There's some highlights from the watch along if you haven't seen it, just here. And I'll be back in a few days up the top of the league, Reds. Have a great week.